Morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Just making sure it's having some technical difficulties.
Okay, hopefully you can hear me. I have my AirPods in. That little delay, little internet delay, but we're all good. So happy Tuesday. Today is September 14th. And I'm Danielle Sangeeta. Glad to be here today. And let's start with, I pulled the affirmation card, which is very poignant. For many, maybe, perhaps. It says, I forgive myself for any wrongdoing. That's a pretty big one. I forgive myself for any wrongdoing. Guilt never makes anyone feel better, nor does it change a situation. I now stop feeling guilty. I let myself out of that prison. Guilt never makes anyone feel better, nor does it change a situation. I now stop feeling guilty. I let myself out of that prison. So that's really powerful. It's easy for us to continue to spin our wheel of things we could have done differently, of past hurts, of past events that weren't handled perhaps as well in hindsight. And I think what is really important right now, more than ever, and we've seen that played out in the media, is just our accountability, being accountable for our actions. And instead of like being caught up in this guilt, to be able to look at the situation and to be accountable if that is what's at hand, and to share that with the person, your accountability, to say perhaps could have done something different or had a different outcome. I find like being accountable, even if you did something wrong, to be able to acknowledge it, because we're here to learn and we're here to grow, and we're here to have these experiences so that we can navigate better situations in the future. So that's my that's my spiel. So let's do some yoga. I'd like to work with alternate nostril breathing today. That is one that really can calm not only the nervous system, but help also both sides of the brain, and to be able to pacify the right brain and the left brain, and to try to have them be more harmonious. So I will be the opposite of you, most likely, because I'm right-handed, and the way I'm doing this might look differently, but definitely take your right hand, your thumb, your ring finger, and your pinky. And we're going to place the thumb and close off the right nostril. We're going to close off the right nostril. We're going to inhale. I'm going to pause, close off the left nostril, exhale out the right. So I'll just do it. It's probably easier. And you just learn as we go until you get to feels more comfortable. So we're going to inhale left, pause, close left nostril, exhale right. Inhale right. Pause. Close right nostril. Exhale left. Inhale left. Pause. Exhale right. Inhale right. Pause. Exhale left. Inhale left. Pause at the top of the breath. And now you can even place your eyes kind of as they're closed to the third eye. Exhale right. And let's do that again. We're going to inhale the right. As you pause at the top, just kind of focus with your eyes closed to the point. Third eye. Close the right nostril. Exhale left. Inhale left. Pause. Exhale right. Let's do a few more rounds. I'm going to slow it down a little bit. Inhale right. Close both nostrils. Open left. Exhale left. Inhale left. Pause. Open right side. Exhale right. Inhale right. Pause. Exhale left. And let's do one more round. Inhale left. Pause. Exhale right. And then release. So what I didn't mention before is that this breath is great for, so the right side of our body is energetically our masculine side. It's the sun. It's the doer. So it's kind of that yang energy. It's the fire. So it's like all those kind of like, you know, motion, moving forward, going. The fire to have that momentum is on that right side. The left side, which probably is again the opposite that you're seeing, is the feminine side. It's the water, it's the moon, and it's the receiver. So with that breath, you're kind of like doing this, balancing the masculine, balancing the feminine, balancing the fire, balancing the water, balancing the moon, balancing the sun, balancing the doer, and balancing the receiver. That's just a real, if there's any breath work that you do, this is one of those, like the queen or the king of breath work. It's like one of those that really like can affect so many layers of our subtle body. So let's go ahead and let's begin to just move our body Speaking of bodies, oh, feel free to let out any sighs. If you're in the chair, you can do this same movement in the chair. Just kind of rotating the hips and really focus on the lower. You can see where I'm really isolating more of the lower. Good. And then beginning to open up a little bit more in the mid chest. And then opening up more in the top. Excellent. Bring the hands up overhead. Exhale. I spilled water. Left hand on the knee, right hand back for a little twist. Inhale. Exhale, cactus arms. Open the chest. Inhale, bring the arms up. Right hand to left knee, left hand behind you. Inhale, bring the arms up overhead. This time, side cactus arms. Let's do that again. It's kind of like a little bit of a lion's breath. Not so much, but just good. Inhale, bring the arms up overhead. Let's do that again. Left hand, right knee, little twist. Inhale, bring the arms up overhead. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale. Opposite side. Inhale. And exhale. Good. And now reverse the direction that you went in earlier. So if you went towards the left, and this time incorporate, take my glasses off, some head movement. Just as you're moving, just kind of allow the head to shift and move with you. Keep going. So again, let's work more with the first kind of feeling like you're isolating more of the pelvis, rotating the pelvis. Now this can get a little hard to just really isolate each one, but, and then maybe you feel a little bit more in the mid back. Maybe you're able to open up the chest a little more. Oh, good. Feel free again. I love to sigh when I do yoga because it's kind of like our nervous system being able to release. Then go ahead. We're going to bring our feet. Let me go back a little bit more. We're going to bring our feet there. And I have the bolster. I don't need the bolster on this one. Have your hands behind you. Let the feet come out. We're just going to windshield wiper side, side. Out seems to be my theme this morning. Just glitching out, turning on, turning off. The internet has its own mind today. So again, just going back and back and side and side, and just depending on your flexibility, how much you can put your knee down. Don't overextend it, overdo it. Good. Nice. So then go ahead and bring the legs out. Take them out. Take out your hands. We're gonna do some core work today. I like to do some of that. First, let's just put a little massage around the knees. And let me make sure this is recording. Okay. Excellent. All right. Getting all nice and juicy this morning. So let's make sure you can see me okay. And what I want to do is begin doing that core work, kind of heating up our fire a bit. Is have your hands on the side and slowly, slowly, slowly work your way down. And really little steps down. Ooh. Bring your hands overhead. And stretch the arms as far away from you as you can. And then we're going to bring our hands and out in front of us. And we're going to kind of go to the right. Bring your hands overhead. Come into the middle. And you're just going up a little bit over to the left. Back to the right. So we're working the side obliques. Center, hold, down, and over to the left. Do a few more rounds. So, right. And I can tell I definitely need more core work. Good. Hold. Go slow. Back to center. And down. And then over to the left. One more set, and maybe you're starting to notice some of this area getting a little bit more fired up. Let's exhale as you come up. See if you can come up a little bit higher. Come on down. Inhale. Exhale. Hold. Slowly come down. And then over to the left. Nice. And then bring your hands into just a nice T position, and then allow the sacrum to be massaged. Just going back and forth. Good. And now we're going to work the core again, doing more on the obliques. This time, we're going to have our knees kind of like 90 degrees. And then we're going to come over to the right, but we're not going to like land. We're just going to hover for a moment. You're going to hover over to the right. You keep your head in neutral position. Slowly come back to center. And then over to the left. Back to center. See if you can bring your legs straight out a little bit. And then come back in. Let's try that again. Gonna come over, hover about an inch off the ground. Keep breathing. Slowly come back up. Over to the other side. Coming back up. This time, good. Bring your feet down. Bring your hands down by the side. We're going to lift slowly up. Keep your head centered into a nice gentle bridge. You want to tuck your chin in slightly. Hold here. Keeping the knees just hip width apart. And one vertebra at a time. Slowly come down. Extend the left leg out. Bring the right knee in towards your chest. Bring that knee in. Rotate the ankles. If that's too much on your head, you can put your head back down into neutral. Then we're going to extend the leg up. If you want, you can place your hands behind you or under your buttocks for some extra support. And then slowly we're going to work on bringing that leg down. Extend it back up slowly. And back down. Back up. And down. Bend both knees. Hands pressed down. Let's go back up into a nice modified bridge. Chin to chest. One vertebra at a time. Extend the right leg this time. Bring the left knee in towards the chest and press in. Again, place your head back down if that feels uncomfortable. Rotating the foot. Extend the leg up. Again, you can kind of lift your buttocks if you want. I like to have support on my glutes when I do some leg work. And then slowly bring it back down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Good. Woo. And just take a moment. You can rest in like a mini Shavasana. Just take a few moments. See how your body's feeling this morning. Bring your hands over your head. And bring your feet closer together. And we're gonna just do a nice little side, kind of like when we used to watch Sesame Street and they did letters. And this, I don't know what letter this would be. A little bit of a J maybe. And we're gonna extend to the right. So our opening up our side body, and then extend that left arm up a little bit higher and see if you can go any bit deeper into the bend without moving your legs. Come on back to center. Take a nice big inhale here, and now lift your torso up and then move it over to the left side. See if you can drop that right shoulder down a bit as you're also extending that right arm overhead even a little bit more. And kind of lifting the torso back up, coming on down. Nice. Oh, make sure. Then we're going to bend our knees again. Sorry, just going to make sure. And this time we're going to place our hands under our buttocks. Lift our legs up. And then we're going to try and see how this feels for you to bring both legs down at the same time. You can bend them a little bit here and like you're scooping the toes up off the ground and come back up. And let's do that again. Go slowly. And I like having my hands here because it really helps support my lower back. Like you're scooping with your toes. Come back up. And again. Scooping the toes. And take your hands out. And then use your hands on the inner thighs to get a different kind of stretch. So the legs are in a V position. Slowly take them on the outside, pressing them back in. And then again, you can allow the hands to come under the glutes and go as slow as possible. This time we're just going to bring them all the way down. Nice. Then we're going to come and roll on our backs. I'm sorry, roll on our bellies. Roll onto our bellies. I don't think these are even working.
So let's come down for a moment and you can rest your head over on your hands to the right. And then rest your hands onto the left. And then onto the chin. Bring your feet up, knees apart. And then just going kind of side to side. Place your feet back down. Bring them closer together. We're gonna bring our hands down by the side. We're just gonna kind of work our way up into a little mini cobra. And then come down. Mini cobra. And come down. We're gonna bring our hands out in front of us. We're gonna lift the right arm and left leg so we can strengthen our back. So we just strengthened our core, and now we're gonna work on our back. And down. Left arm, right leg. And down. Right arm, left leg, and down. Left arm, right leg, and down. Go ahead and come back into child's pose. Keep your hands out in front and just come into a little bit of a mild plank. Just allowing the shoulders to meet up with the hands. And then exhale and come back. Let's bring the knees out a little bit more. I have a bum knee, so I can't go all the way back on my right knee. And then come back. Work your way into another little modified plank. And then slowly come back. One last time. Modified plank. And then if you can, come back on your knees. Because I have a wonky knee, I'm going to use my bolster. And the bolster is good because it takes some of the pressure off if you have a wonky knee, which I do. It's been wonky. And if that doesn't feel good, which sometimes it doesn't, I'm going to have one knee this way, and then I'm going to do like a half lotus. I'm making up my own pose right now. And that's the beauty of yoga, is you can kind of tune into what your body needs and decide, that doesn't feel so good. How can I adjust it? Or that feels really great, and enjoy that. But if you have any kind of an injury or anything, be kind and gentle. I'm not one who believes you have to like tough through it. We did that in the 80s. It didn't get us very far. Let's interlace our fingers and press the palms out. So again, if you can be on your knees in hero's pose, that's great. If that feels uncomfortable after a while, find a position that works better. Bring the hands up overhead, drop the shoulders down. Bring your chin to your chest. And release. Nice. Just check on the time to see how we're doing. Ah, we're doing it. And let's do that one more time before we start getting into Shavasana. Bring your hands out, interlace. Bring the hands overhead. Drop the shoulders down. This time, look up. And allow the hands. And then slowly begin to move into Shavasana. So I'm going to stay upright so you can hear me talk. But Shavasana looks like this. You can come back down slowly. Shavasana is palms face up, body's relaxed, eyes are soft. So as I sit up, to guide you, you get to relax. Just see how your body feels. Allowing the spine to rest into the earth. Allowing the shoulders to drop away from your ears. Taking these last few moments before you go on with your day. Give yourself a pause. You can stay in this position if you'd like. If you feel that you need a few more minutes or 10 minutes or 20 minutes to just really sink in, then do that. This is your practice. Otherwise, thank you all. I hope you get to enjoy this video and this practice of working our core today, our alternate nostril breathing, bridge pose, and some other fun things. So have a blessed day.